Of course, Jim Brennan. And John Key. Other than that, I think I'm the third longest serving member of CBID. And it was a great club back then, and it is a great club now. You have supported me through the years, which I appreciate. Let me just give you a little rundown of the budget fight in Washington. I mean, it was obviously a mixed bag. The good news was the attack on women and women's health and choice, we completely beat back, and the idea that they were going to strip Planned Parenthood of funding is gone and dead. We also beat back all of these bad riders. We had a lot of success in that area. They wanted to suspend the power of EPA to prevent people, big companies, and the big coal plants in the Ohio Valley. EPA is going to come down on them, even though we couldn't pass a global warming bill. EPA has the ability, the courts have said, to stop these plants. They build them in the Ohio Valley. They burn coal, and the most galling thing is they build them with smokestacks like 300 feet tall. So all of the pollution, the SO2, NO2, CO2, and soot that comes out is blown to us. 1/4 of our lakes in the Adirondacks are dead, meaning no fish or even plant life because of it. And the EPA is going to reverse that, and we have allowed them to continue. Also, for those of you who are techno geeks, they tried to reverse net neutrality. We succeeded in keeping it and preventing that as well. So those are the good things. On the money side, it was sort of a split in the middle. And there were more cuts than there should have been, and some of the cuts are going to hurt. But we were able to expand the places where they were going to make cuts. They were going to actually increase defense. We got it cut back some, so that made up a percentage of the cuts. And we looked at some of the agriculture and banking stuff, which didn't hurt average folks. And so they're not cutting Pell Grants, and they're not cutting Head Start, and they're not cutting cancer research, and they're not cutting the kinds of teachers, the kinds of things we need. So on the number, they got a little more than half, but we had a lot of say in where the cuts should be, not all. The next fight is going to be on the big budget. And in a sense, we will mirror Albany. Jim and I were talking about it. The key to making sure we have a deficit, we have to deal with it. We don't deny that. But you can deal with the deficit as much on the revenue side as you can on the spending side, even though the other side doesn't believe that. And I am trying to urge my caucus to make our stand very early on the fact that the Bush tax cuts for millionaires and the Bush tax breaks for oil companies and companies that send jobs overseas ought to be completely repealed, and that will be a large percentage of the spending of the deficit reduction that we do. And that's going to be a big fight. As you know, I tried to get the president to do that in December, but didn't succeed. But we're going at it again. And the fact that now people are seeing that if you don't do revenues and you want to get at the deficit, it comes on the backs of poor and working and middle-class people, is becoming much clearer. So I think we have a much better chance of winning it now than we do in December. Having said that, let me thank all of you for doing the great job that you do. I am no longer I was in CBID's jurisdiction, but when it's 3rd Street still, the borderline?
We don't have any borders.
You don't have a border. I'm not in Jim Brennan's assembly district. I'm proud to be in Joan Millman's assembly district. We're in the small little part of Park Slope in that district. But CBID has been a great voice of conscience for a very long time, certainly for the 28 years that I've been a resident here. And you're getting bigger and better than ever with so many new faces, and I think that's just terrific. So keep up the great work. Our country's at a crucial turning point, and we need you more than ever. Thank you very much. And have a good evening.
Thank you.